What's going on? Hello. This is Korey. It's time to do our pick'em show. Yep. Yes. Ooh. 49ers beat the Rams. So happy. Be 2-2. Yes. So pretty soon I should have some guests. Some people to join me. David should be coming in soon. Well, I didn't check and see if he's on. Here he is. No, it's YTC.
I'm Korey.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm all good. What's good with you, Korey?
I'm good. I'm going to have.
So how you feeling? Your team won. Team won. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
They won too, so I'm feeling great too.
Yep. I won 11-5.
Yeah, 11-5 too. I won 11-5 last week as well. I had a good week this week.
Yeah. Well, I'm having another surgery on October 29th and 28th.
Hope you get a safe surgery.
Yeah. Day before my birthday.
All right. Hope you have a safe surgery.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah.
Guess we're waiting for everybody else now.
Yeah. I was surprised with let me see who. I thought they were gonna lose. I picked them to win, and they lost. Where is it? Oh, here you go.
I got the Falcons one right. I got the upset of the weekend right. Falcons.
I thought Seattle was gonna lose to Detroit.
I picked Detroit too. Yeah, I lost that one.
I said, man,
that was a high score game. Could have went for anybody.
I was surprised the Jets beat Pittsburgh. Oh, David's here.
What's good, David?
Is it Brian? Brian.
Oh, Brian. Okay, I thought it was David. What's up, Brian?
Hey, YTC. Hey, Korey.
Hey, Brian. How you doing?
How we doing? Yeah.
How did you do, Brian?
I believe I got 7 wins, and I think we're.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I got 11. Yeah.
Everybody at the beginning, I picked Miami, I picked New Orleans, I picked Cleveland, I picked Washington, I picked Detroit. So right off the bat, I lost it. I picked Tennessee.
Yeah. I took the Colts. Yeah, you got me on that one. I took the Colts on that.
I picked your guys' Giants.
Yeah, we won that one.
I got Philly. I got Pittsburgh right. And then
Pittsburgh, I lost Pittsburgh. I lost Pittsburgh. I lost to Pittsburgh as well.
I got Carolina.
Hello, Dina.
Hey, how you doing?
What's good, Dina? How you doing? All from last week. What are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all good. Thank you for asking.
Good.
How did you do last week?
What's up? How did I do last week?
On the pick.
Not good at all.
How not good?
It annoyed me so much, I stopped looking.
How many wins?
I believe I had 4 or 5.
4?
Yeah.
Oh.
I believe I had 4 or 5.
Ouch,
After that,
yeah.
Yeah, the rest were just like,
What's up, fellas?
I won 11, yeah.
Dina,
got
what's
11.
going on?
shit.
Was good.
Hey, David.
Yeah, me and Corey got 11, so yeah.
Wow.
How'd
Yeah.
you do, David?
11 and 5.
11,
Same as here,
5.
damn. Yeah, 11 as well.
Yeah. The teams that I thought were going to win didn't. And the ones that
Yeah.
I thought were going to lose didn't.
I thought Detroit. Like Detroit and the Steelers for me.
Oh, for this week?
John Jay.
Yo.
John J. What's up, John?
Yo.
We hear you, man. What's good?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. You're good.
What's going on, John, Dina, David?
What's up, Brian?
And John Jay, you need to write down yours so you don't really know how many you. Right?
Yeah, I gotta start writing down my picks.
Well, I have documented my picks on the videos, so yeah. That's what I got documents for.
You see, I know I lost against Carolina because I had Carolina.
Uh-huh.
You see, I won the Eagles one, even though I felt Jackson was going to win. I got
Yeah. I lost the Steelers one. I lost the Steelers in Detroit one, so yeah.
I think I went with
And
Seattle.
the Colts I lost. I lost the Colts one too.
Anyway,
Yeah.
And the Seattle.
I got to remember my picks.
Yeah. No, I went 11 and 5, yeah. Since I took the Rams on Monday night, but still. I would have went 12 and 4, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Thursday, October the
This Thursday,
6th.
yeah.
In after
Tomorrow.
at Denver.
I took the Broncos.
Brian, who you have?
I'm gonna take the Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah, they're gonna be a little bit better than what we think.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Colts as an offense has been struggling and very inconsistent, so yeah, I'll take the Broncos.
John Jay.
All right, so I don't trust neither of these teams. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go by the numbers. The betting odds have Denver 59%. You go by the numbers with the
Colts?
with their players. Hold on. All right, so Russell Wilson has better passing numbers than Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan Taylor hasn't been doing nothing.
He's also out for the game, by the way. He's out for the game.
Javonte Williams is out for the year, so I don't know who are the running backs.
Melvin Gordon. It's Melvin Gordon, Naeem Hines.
But Melvin Gordon fumbles the football way too many times.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And Naeem Hines.
Oh man, the wide receivers are like
Michael Pittman.
dead even.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go by the
Michael Pittman.
numbers. I'm gonna go with Denver.
Yeah, because they have better receivers right now, so yeah. Cortland Sutton, Jerry Judy versus Michael Pittman and Alex Pierce.
What
And Harris Campbell.
David, did you say yours already?
I'm going with the Broncos because
The Donkeys,
I think they're gonna have to come around at some point, and this is it's at Denver. So
Oof.
Yeah. Dina?
I'm taking Denver.
All right, everybody took the Broncos. Everybody took the Broncos, okay.
Broncos. I was going to go Coach, but I heard the running back is out.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor's up. Even if he wasn't in, their running back's still been struggling. Taylor's been struggling with his numbers.
Okay.
He's been struggling. And their offense is very inconsistent, so yeah. They've been struggling there.
Okay, Sunday,
Alrighty.
October 9th. Giants at
Alright.
Green Bay. Versus Green Bay.
in London, right?
It's going to be
Yeah, it's in London. You got the
London.
opening matchup, yeah, on Sunday.
Okay,
I took the Packers. Only because they can put up points on offense because, our offense is, been struggling still. Even if we played well against the Bears, our offense is still in a struggle. We have no receivers right now. And also the Packers have a lot of good things going on offense as well. And plus, Rodgers is a better quarterback right now than DJ right now. So I'll take the Packers over there.
Right.
I have to let everybody know, and I need to give a shout out to my Uncle Greg. He will be attending again with his wife Michelle. They are huge Packer fans. Last year, they purchased 2 tickets for me and my wife, and we were able to take our daughters as well to the Packer Niner game in Levi's. They attended the game as well. They love going to different stadiums and different things like that, and they are actually going to be in England at this game, and I got to give him a big shout out, Uncle Greg. Go Pack, go! So that's all I got to say for this one.
John Jay.
So, I think I'm the only person that is 4-0 picking the Giants out of the schedule. I said they were going to win the first 2 games, they were going to lose to Dallas, and they were going to beat their last opponent,
Chicago.
So I'm 4-0. But unfortunately, just like anything, I don't know when my streak is going to come to an end. Now, when I look at both these teams, the Packers have the better team, better offense, better defense, of course, better quarterback. Now, the Giants and Packers history is a long history, and this game can go either way. They're on neutral ground.
London.
But I'm still going to choose the Packers, but I think the Giants are going to make this game fun. So that's my
Hopefully. Hope that's the case, but yeah.
David.
I'm taking the Packers. Is Daniel Jones even playing YTC?
Yeah, he is. He's on track to play, yeah.
He is?
Yeah.
But he's injured. But is he injured?
Yeah, he has an ankle issue, but he's walking fine in practice today. He was walking fine.
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers.
Dina.
Packers.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all good. I took the Packers as well.
I'm taking the Packers.
I know I'm realistic about my team. I already know we're not beating. I hope we give them trouble though, but yeah, make them sweat for their victory.
Yeah, make it a good game.
Okay, the next game, Pittsburgh at Buffalo Bills.
Give me Buffalo. Steelers have been awful overall on offense as well. Even though Pickett will be starting, but they've been struggling horrendously. Yeah.
Brian.
Scares me.
Buffalo. I believe Buffalo has a good chance to be Super Bowl contenders.
John Jay.
So the Steelers have been horrendous this year, and I was watching their game a few weeks ago. Now they're going with the young guy Pickett. Now we're going to see how good
the rookie. Yeah, his
Buffalo
first start
has a really good defense. They have one of the best secondaries in the AFC. Josh Allen is like the best quarterback right now from that conference. Everything is looking like the Buffalo Bills are going to win this game, so I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills.
Okay. David?
Oh, definitely taking the Bills. The Steelers suck.
Oh, you don't want to go with the Steelers? Nah. Yeah. I'm going. Oh, Dina, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's right. Just forget about the cute one. Okay. I'm taking Buffalo too, only because Pittsburgh, even though I like them, they're too inconsistent. They don't have their groove on yet.
Yeah, it's going to be growing pains for the kid playing this Sunday, Kenny Pickett. So yeah.
What's happening? Platform 246. Lawrence.
What's up?
Lawrence,
You having a great day? Hello, fellas. Yeah, hello, my friends. Yeah, hello, friends. I'm taking Buffalo too.
Alrighty.
I can't go with the Steelers. Sorry, Sister Marta. My sister, she's still a fan. So I can't go with her this time. She won't look at my paper when I post it. She gonna say, "Korey, my son's gonna win this time." And so next is LA Chargers at Cleveland. I keep on wanting to say San Diego Chargers. LA
Well, the
Chargers
Apple,
at Cleveland.
yeah, the Apple Chargers versus the Browns. Mm-hmm. You made the Apple Chargers. Yeah, give me the Chargers.
Okay. Brian.
Chargers.
Chargers.
I think the Chargers will win the AFC West.
Wow.
David. Not David. John Jay.
So this game is a 50-50. The betting odds are exactly 50-50. They don't know who's going to win this
Who's going to win? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
50-50.
Wow.
The Chargers, looking at their injury report, again, they have a lot of players questionable, and their right tackle is on IR. But the same thing, the Browns have also a lot of important pieces who are questionable and on IR. Justin Herbert is the better quarterback when you look at his numbers versus Jacoby Brissett.
Of course.
Nick Chubb, way better than Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
And of course, Mike Williams and
Keenan Allen
and Amari Cooper. It's dead even. So this is going to be a very tough game,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm actually going to do something, and I'm going to pick the Browns.
Alrighty.
Okay, David.
Oh, I'm picking the Chargers because I think the Browns' luck is going to run out at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Dina.
Chargers.
Chargers. And Korey. Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even though, he's still hurt. The quarterback's still hurt.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
who's good?
Yeah.
I think the Chargers a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of better offense and a little bit of defense.
Yeah, they have a better offense. Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
Right. And that's the only reason.
And also, they have a pass. Remember, they have a pass rush still with Khalil Mack.
Yeah.
Don't they have the Joey Bosa, or is he?
I thought he was hurt.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah.
That's
He's
another
on
thing.
IR.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
But they do have a good secondary though, with J.C. Jackson leading the helm.
Yeah, he's hurt also.
Oh, he's hurt too. Damn.
Yeah, like when they played against Jacksonville, everyone went down. Everybody went down. So it's the Chargers. Like every year, and during Phillip Rivers' time, because like they showed all the Chargers games when I grew up, and Phillip Rivers would carry that team by himself because that team was trash. But that's the Chargers for you. Like every time,
They had the best offense at one point and missed the playoffs with the best offense and defense in the league.
And they should have beat the Patriots in 2007 or whatever that year.
Yeah, they were 14-2 that year. Yeah.
So,
do you guys,
but
do you
the
guys
Patriots were
remember
undefeated though, so they were also undefeated. So there's that.
Do you guys remember the game Kaepernick versus the Chargers? And I think we were down in their stadium, and he ran like 80 yards, and we still lost the game. He ran 80 yards for a touchdown, like a scramble.
Damn.
We still lost.
Damn.
Jesus.
Moving on.
Okay.
Oof.
Uh-oh. Next team. You might pop in here. Chicago. At Minnesota Vikings.
Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm taking
Right.
Minnesota.
Yeah, because the Bears cannot move the ball compared to the Vikings.
mhm.
So, and also because they have a better quarterback right now than Cousins and Fields. They have a better quarterback right now.
Yeah, and their team's clicking right now. The wide receivers are really working.
Yeah,
like,
Jefferson's gonna, and also the Bears are dealing with a lot of injuries on defense as well with Jalen Johnson and a couple of other pieces. So,
So
now if this game plays later in the year, and I got to look at their schedule. But if this was a game in Chicago, like in the rain or something, then
it would have
I think
been
different.
It would have
But the
folded
Vikings-
Chicago's favor. Yeah.
here is a
But the
great
game,
stat.
the Vikings, yeah. Go Vikings.
Here's
All
a
right, go ahead,
great
John Jay.
here's a great stat. Justin Fields is only completing 9 passes each game. That is bad. I don't know what's going
You want
on.
to know how bad his stats are? I read the stat line earlier. Cooper Cup. The receiver has more receptions than Justin Fields has completions at 42 to 34.
So here's the thing.
That's how bad it is.
He's only throwing the ball 17 times. Okay, so that is funny.
He also did 9 for 20 on his last game.
Yards per game, 118 yards per game. So that is funny. I wanted to say that because the Bears beat us, and I want to get a laugh because
Yeah, get a chuckle in you.
compared to Kirk Cousins, who's throwing the ball a lot, way completing more passes, passing attempts, are already over 1,000 passing yards,
And way better receivers than Jefferson and Thielen, and KJ Osborne.
Dalvin Cook, I believe, is the best running back. I've had debates, but Kirk Cousins.
Also, if I'm a betting man, bet on that fucking Dalvin Cook rushing because the Bears couldn't stop Saquon. They can't stop the run. They're ranked near dead last in stopping the run. So if I'm a betting man, bet Dalvin Cook's rushing.
So here's another
That's how bad it is.
Here's another funny stat. Mooney is their leading receiver with 8 catches.
8 catches.
8 catches.
That's all.
After saying all of that fun, goofy thing for making fun of the Bears, I'm
That's the
finally
most
going to make my
80
selection, and I'm going to choose the Vikings. So there you go.
8 catches.
Yep.
Wow.
David.
All right, I'm going with the Vikings in this one because the Bears have no offense.
Nothing to throw to. Fields is playing, under pressure a lot. He's also not completing his passes. Horrible passer rating.
Now Michael's going to come in here. How dare you talk about my team, guys? That's
Where's Michael?
probably taking a nap.
Passes bedtime. It's already 10 o'clock. his time.
Never mind. Sorry.
Go ahead, yeah.
I wasn't busy.
Passes bed.
Dina.
Hey, I'm going with the Vikings.
Me too.
After what I saw a little bit on Sunday. Yeah, they look pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going with the Vikings too. Okay. Go with the Bears right now with their offense. Sorry, Michael.
Yeah, went to prehistoric offense. Yeah, the prehistoric offense.
Yeah. Okay. Detroit at New England.
Oh, give me Detroit.
Yeah, this is a game that Detroit should go in and win. This is that game.
But I wouldn't be shocked if New England wins because they're at home.
Exactly.
I wouldn't be shocked. And also, Bailey Zappi didn't look really that bad. Bailey Zappi looked promising in that game. Bailey Zappi looked really promising against the Packers.
Where's Mac Ultra when you need him right now?
Bailey Zappi. Bailey.
But that's true. It's really true because Belichick has the ability to get certain types of players to play for him. And this is a
Also,
rookie
I'm going to say,
quarterback.
yeah, Brian. Also, I'm going to say this. Bailey Zappi is better than Mac Jones.
Bailey Zappi. Mac Ultra, we need you. Anyway.
Where are you? But yeah, he's better than Mac Jones.
When we really, for the first time ever, we need Mac Ultra on the stream.
Bailey Zappi, yeah, for Bailey Zappi.
There we go.
No, but Bailey Zappi. Yeah, but I'm going to take the Lions, though.
I have a strong
I wouldn't be shocked if Bailey Zappi leads them to victory.
Exactly. But yeah, I'm going to say Detroit versus everybody today.
Detroit versus everybody. All right. So here's something for Don Burr if he's listening. Jared Goff has better numbers than Mac Jones. Okay, a good completion percentage, over 1,120 plus yards, 11 touchdowns versus 3 interceptions. Okay, Goff is one player, but again, the Lions are the Lions. Okay, so, but then their running back, William, has 6
Jamal Williams
touchdowns. 276 rushing yards. It's just that Detroit's defense is
they're all piss poor. Yeah.
Okay. Now both teams have the same record. They're 1-3. Now Bailey Zappi somehow competed against the Packers, which is kind of funny if you think about it. Bailey Zappi almost pulled up an upset against the Packers on the road. I'm going to choose New England because I worry about that defense of the Lions. And if Bailey Zappi, because we need Mac Ultra right now, he's going to do what he did last week. They're playing the Lions, and the Lions
they're
are
cooking
the
them.
Packers. Give me New England. Give me New England. Call me.
Oh
crazy.
yeah, also because they have a defense compared to Detroit. Yeah.
So John Jay taking New England. Huh?
I wouldn't be shocked if New England wins, but I'm taking Detroit slightly. But yeah, that's me though.
David.
Let's go Bailey Zappi.
I'm taking the Patriots. Mac Jones. Mac Jones actually was limited in practice, but he did practice. And I think the Detroit does not have a defense. They couldn't stop the Sea Chickens, for heaven's sake.
They give up 48 points to the Seahawks.
Yeah. So I'm taking the Patriots.
And
I don't see
Patriots
Detroit
defense
winning
is
that.
not going to give up 45 points to the Lions.
Yeah, they aren't.
So that's why I'm taking New England, even though I think this game is trash both ways. I got
it is.
Yeah.
Facts.
One team will drop to 1-4, one will go to 2-3, slightly trash, but yeah.
Okay, Dina.
It's like the lesser of two evils. Yeah.
The evil of Don Burr and the evil of Bailey Zappi. Mac.
Yeah, Mac Jones or bad defense. You know, it's like I can't stand the Patriots, but I'm gonna take them.
Yeah, this one's a hard one for me too because I want to say Detroit, but I want to say New England. Now, if Mac Jones play, I'll say New England. But
hey, Bailey Zappi had a good game against the Packers, and the Packers are no slouch.
yeah,
Mac Jones was limited in practice, so I looked at the injury report.
Yeah, it's an injury report, but just think, no matter what happens, Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi, it's going to be the Patriots defense versus that offense, and that offense against that Patriots defense, they're not going to score again 45 points like they did last week.
Hell no.
Okay. Okay, you know what? I'm going on them here and go with New England. You know, at the beginning of this, I was gonna go with Detroit.
Yeah.
But y'all talked me into New England.
All right. But yeah.
Okay.
Probably the only one who took Detroit, but yeah.
No, I took Detroit. I think they got a good chance to go in there and win.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna win, this is the game they need to do it because.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So Brian and I are the only ones who took Detroit. Okay.
See,
All right. Next game.
Next game is the team that the Detroit played. They lost to Seattle at New Orleans.
I'll give it to the Seahawks on this one. I'm going to go with Seattle.
I'm going Saints.
Yeah.
So
not in their house.
Mm-hmm. So New Orleans is 1-3. They are 0-2 at home this year. Okay, Jameis Winston is overrated. Not even the Saints can fix him. The dude got eye surgery. Looks like he's still an overrated quarterback. They do have a lot of good players. Again, the quarterback is not really the main focus on a team as long as you have a good team. Now, I was talking to my boy Steezy A. Smith, and he emailed me something very weird that Geno Smith is playing his best football of his career. Really good numbers, very accurate. 6 touchdowns versus 2 interceptions.
I'm ready to hot hand on this one. That's why.
Penny, he's doing good.
Rashad Penny.
Averaging 5.5 rushing yards. I know only 2 touchdowns. And Tyler Lockett, Metcalf. So For whatever the reason, New Orleans, again, the money line and the betting odds as a 72. This is a trap game. This is my trap game of the week. But I'm not taking the favorites. I'm taking the underdog. I'm going with Seattle. This is my trap game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And go with the underdogs and take the points.
Yeah.
David.
I'm gonna take the Saints because the Seahawks can't play defense. I think that is James Winston. He is playing, right?
Yeah, he's playing.
Is he playing? Or
He's
If
gonna
Andy Dalton was- hey, listen.
light.
Or is it-
He's gonna light it up.
Or Andy Dalton?
No, he's not. Hey, listen, if Andy Dalton was playing, I would have taken the Saints, but nah. The Saints offense looked way better than Andy Dalton running it.
Jameis Winston was at practice today, and he is not listed on the injury report so far. So he
will.
practicing today.
Well, if I'm the Saints, bench him for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton played way better than him, and that offense was moving the ball better than in that Vikings game in London.
Well, the main reason why is the Saints defense is actually better than Detroit. So Geno Smith's not going to have it easy this game.
Mhm.
And the Seahawks defense is garbage.
Yeah.
And, I'm going with the Aints.
Yeah.
Dina.
I'm taking the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one was another one tough for me to think about, because I said
This is my trap game of the week, but I'm not taking the favorites. I'm taking the underdogs because everyone's saying, "Oh yeah, the Seahawks not good. Their defense, everything is going good for New Orleans." But New Orleans had a big lead in week 1, and they blew it, or the Falcons blew it, or whatever. Again,
no, Falcons blew it, but yeah.
And
now, if I'm a betting man, I'll just probably take the over in this game because it's a trap game.
take the over, take the betting points because this one only you need 46
I'll take the points. I think they can get
both teams will be in the 20s, and you got you got good. Oh, this is a good favorable lot of -5 on the Saints, +5 on the Seahawks. So take the points because
+5, yeah, +5 Seattle, yeah.
This is a good bet to put your money on.
I got it. That's why I'm gonna place it probably tomorrow. Yeah, once I get paid, I'll probably.
My gut is telling me go with Seattle. Not Seattle, Saints. Because something about playing in New Orleans is telling me
it's hard to win in Mercedes. Yeah, it's hard to win in the Mercedes-Benz.
That what's his name not gonna have a good game.
Gino?
Gino. I think Saints on defense gonna stop him. So
all right,
I'm going with New Orleans Saints.
Alrighty.
Next one is Miami at your Jets.
Oh, give me the Dolphins. I still think with Bridgewater is still good enough to manage the game with that offensive weapons they have on Miami over the Jets. But it won't be easy because the Jets have a defense, so it won't be easy, and it's a divisional game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins.
Brian?
I'm going to say the Jets. Again, it's their house. This is a game like last week. We didn't expect them to win. I know every game you're not supposed to look, oh, well, what did we do last week? What did we do in next week? No, you're supposed to play this week. And I think the Jets, like you said, they got a good defense. And if they can keep them down to some, like 20 points like they just did this other game, they got a real good shot, especially at their stadium. So I'm going Jets.
Yeah, this is a divisional matchup, and all divisional matchups are tough. Now the Jets are 2-2, which is very weird. Now I don't know how long that's going to last as the season goes on. So Miami, Tua, I don't know how long but he used to be out for a long time, and Teddy Bridgewater is not a bad quarterback. Now, for whatever the reason, you have two former 49ers coaching each other, so that's going to be fun to watch.
McDaniel versus Salah. Yep.
So you have Salah's defense versus Mike McDaniel's offense. So that's basically the big storyline. Betting odds, everyone is saying take Miami. Now, this is a tough game for me because I actually do not know who to pick because both teams can win. Both teams can win. Both teams can lose.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna take the Jets. Call me crazy.
All right.
Because
All right.
for whatever the reason, even though Miami's 3-1, they do have the better team. They do have a good defense. Their offense is good. But for whatever the reason, I think after when Tua, went out, I think the mindset of the coaches and the players may not be like, to football because they're worried about their teammates, which is really good. The Jets have nothing to lose in this game. I have nothing to lose in this game because I personally do not care.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the New York Jets.
Okay, David. David, you there?
I'm here. I just
we
don't
thinking?
see. I just don't see the Jets beating the Fins. I mean, it's the Jets, and even the Fins, just having Bridgewater in. I think last week he got his feet wet, and this next week he'll be more confident. So I'm taking the Fins.
Nina?
Yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins.
Me too. I'm taking the Dolphins. Okay. Atlanta at Tampa Bay.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm going Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
John Jay.
All right, so we got Tampa Bay versus
Atlanta
Atlanta.
in Tampa.
All right,
Mhm.
so Atlanta's not
They're not slouches either this year.
they're not. Tampa Bay has not been like I said, and I'm never gonna say this. Both teams have they're 2-2. Both teams have 2-2 records. Of course, the betting odds is a perfect 90 percentile. You choose Tampa Bay, but again, this Falcons team is not a slouch. They're not. Now, just because I say all of that, I'm not going to continue to choose like the underdogs. Tampa Bay is a better team. They have an established defense. Tom Brady is the GOAT. You can say whatever you want of this era. I'm not saying he's the GOAT of all time, but he's the GOAT of this era. I'm going to take Tampa Bay, but this game can go either way. And because it is a divisional matchup, okay, Atlanta, it can go either way, but I'm going to go with the odds, and the odds are very favorable. The numbers are saying 90% take Tampa Bay.
But I will. Yeah, I would. But I would take the +9 on Atlanta since it's a divisional game. They'll keep it close.
Doesn't Cordell? I'm sorry, Cordell Patterson's out, and
Yeah.
Pitts isn't really playing really well, right? I don't know. It's gonna be a close game, but I think Tampa will pull it out.
Yeah. It's the same thing, with the divisional matchup. Divisional matchups are tough.
Yeah, Nina?
I'm you guys are talking all this Tampa Bay stuff, but I'm still gonna lean toward Atlanta. I think Atlanta might squeak something out. I don't know why, but I just feel that way.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with Tampa Bay at home. Even though I was thinking Atlanta first, but then I was thinking, like says people say on Atlanta too. So I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay. I think Tom Brady. What did they do? They lost last week, right?
Yeah, they lost to the Chiefs.
So I think he ain't gonna lose no more. He gonna do something, try to turn this game around, turn the season around.
Mm-hmm.
And did y'all hear the rumors about him and his wife or something?
Yeah. They hired divorce attorneys and shit, but yeah.
Wow.
I'm not surprised. He did it before. He did it before. He did it before. But it wasn't like he divorced. He abandoned his ex. Well, his ex and his illegitimate child. Cough, cough. True. Tom Brady has another child that he neglects.
Yep.
That's why I hate Tom Brady, because like he was in a relationship before with Giselle. He dumped her. She, kept, that secret, and he found out about it, but he never, did the right thing. So that's one of the things why I don't like Tom Brady. And his father, I met him. His father is the same way, so that's why Tom is who he is. That's why he doesn't want to retire.
Yeah, like father, like son. Yeah.
And his father, I remember one thing which is true. When I met Tom Brady's dad in person, because I live nearby San Mateo, and they're a big lot. Now they root for the Patriots, his family. They burned all their Niner gear, their Montana, Young, Rice, all that stuff, because my son should have been drafted a Niner. And you're holding a grudge that your son is a famous athlete with Super Bowl titles, famous athlete, and you still feel that your son needs to play for the 49ers. But anyway, let's not even talk about the Brady family. Fact.
That's a Brady fan?
Yep.
One day I was in San Mateo, the city, because I had to go to work over there, and I bumped into this little park out there where Tom Brady played, and there was his dad. I said, "Wait a second, this looks like Tom Brady's dad. I've seen his dad on TV before." So I say, "Hello, are you Mr. Tom Brady's dad?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he saw me wearing some Niner gear. He says, "And let me tell you something. Fuck the Niners and fuck you." And
Wow.
This old dude cursing me out. This old dude's cursing me out. And I'm like, "Dude, relax, man. I didn't say nothing to you." And he said, "Fuck the 49ers." And I was like, "God fucking damn." So I walked away. I was not going to punch an old man. I was not going to do that. So I walked away.
What?
And that's why I talk shit about Tom Brady. Yeah, the Brady family, the Brady family is like a bad family if you get to know them.
That's what really bites is when you meet professional athletes who you root for, and you see them on the TV, and you're like, "Oh, you're a great player," but then when you meet them in person,
they're
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's like,
don't meet your idol. That's why they say never meet your idols for.
I met Jeff Garcia. He was a jerk to my dad. I met T.O. Yeah, me and my dad was my dad has a Mercedes, and we were driving down the street in Stockton, California, and two Escalades, two Cadillacs went two different ways. And my dad and me were like, we're just driving. So we were driving next to the white one. And this white Cadillac started going a little bit faster. Well, my dad was just playing with him in the car a little bit, showing him his car can go fast too. And we go down the freeway, and we turn around, and maybe he thought we were following him. We were playing with him a little bit. We knew it was a 49er in the car. So he rolls his window down, and then he starts really getting shitty with my dad. And he's like, "Well, are you guys following me?" And my dad's like, "No, but you're a Niner, aren't you?" And he's like, "I'm a coach." And my dad's like, "You're Jeff Garcia, aren't you?" And he's like, "No, I'm a coach." And he said a couple other things. And then he said, "Why are you a fan?" And my dad looked at him and said, "No, I'm a Raider fan." And Jeff Garcia looked at him, and his eyes kind of bulged a little bit. But then my dad said, "My boy right here, he's a Niner fan, and he wants to say go Niners, but you're too busy. That's okay." And I mean, it is what it is. T.O., I met him a couple times. He's been mean to me. There's just certain players. Once you're they're super in their head or whatever. They don't think at a certain point they can be nice to people, but. I don't know. That's why, I like to root for the team, not individual players. I cry when they leave, but, I don't know them personally. So
Right.
All right. I forgot what game we were on.
And the Falcons.
Yeah.
The Falcons?
The Falcons.
He said the Falcons. I'm taking the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bucks and Falcons. The Succaneers and the Falcons, yeah.
Yo, hey, imagine if this happens, just like the New Orleans game. the Buccaneers are winning. The Falcons have to kick a game-winning field goal, and they miss.
Oh,
If that happens, I told you so. The Falcons are no slouch.
double doink part 2.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh no, part 3 because it happened in New Orleans, in London. The double doink.
Tennessee at Washington.
Tennessee.
You have to ask.
I knew it.
The commies are horrible. Hey, listen, they're horrible. The commies are horrible this year.
Oh yeah, Gavin wanted me to remind you, go commies or whatever he says.
Tell him to come out of his hole until Kyle Juszczyk,
He's under his hole because Kyle Juszczyk did not body slam or whatever.
Roquan, yeah.
Roquan. Or a captain.
Or Captain Juice, yeah. He was making all those Twitters
for 3 months.
For 3 months, yep.
He said we have to call him Nostradamus if all those things.
Nostradamus, John J. If Nostradamus.
I'll call him however I want to call him.
Captain Juice will be a captain in my words, John J. I'm Nostradamus for every reason.
Oh, man.
Right? Who you got?
All right. Well, Washington, I don't believe in them. I'm going to go Tennessee.
Yeah, Titan.
Mm-hmm.
Derrick Henry let him stop a mud hole in that defense.
I don't believe in the Titans either, but at least they got a running back. So
Yeah.
So
this is so easy. I got the commies. No, I'm joking. I wanted to say that.
Okay.
All right, I got Tennessee.
Even though you couldn't say that with a straight face.
Dude, I was trying to troll you, man, because I know.
But you still can't say it with a straight face. I know.
I will say this. Enjoy the Eagles winning your division.
Yeah, okay. Enjoy the Rams winning your division somehow, some way. Even if you beat them.
I betted them that they were going to win the division, and they're doing their job.
Until we come back, but okay.
If the Giants win the division, I'll be so angry because I'll lose money. lose for me.
All right. I'm going with the Titans because the whole commie franchise is just a shambles.
Yeah, Dina.
I do need the Titans to win my division too, so I need them to win for betting odds as well.
Yeah, I'm taking the Titans.
Me too. I'm taking the Titans.
I mean,
Yeah,
hell, I
Titans
could
division
play
as well.
for Washington and do better.
Hey, you'll be a better receiver than Terry McLaurin. Now he's been quiet all season.
Oh, so we're so Bryant.
Yes, sir.
I heard you. I see you have a little one on the way. Congratulations, buddy.
Congrats,
Thank
Brian.
you.
Congratulations, Brian.
So let me guess, Brian. Is that number 3 or number 2?
Yes, number
Okay.
3, and it's really wild. It's the way me and my wife, we've known each other since we were 12. It's really neat. And then there was a gap. We didn't have any children, and then it happened, and then there was a gap again, and now it happened, and I guess it happened again really quick. So it's very exciting at my house right now.
No, congratulations.
Thank you. My brother's joking with me because I have a redhead and I have a blonde, and they're saying if this one comes out brunette or
You got the
dark hair,
whole 3 phases.
I'll have the
your brother's.
I'll have the Powerpuff Girls.
The
Your
Powerpuff
no.
Girls.
I just want
The Powerpuff Girls.
I just want
Never
want it to
mind.
be healthy.
Hey, that's true. That's true.
That's
Hey,
the truth.
I got no kids, so
Yeah.
I'm happy. 3, damn, that's a lot.
I've been blessed 3
Yeah,
times,
well,
and
lucky
I'm
man.
smiling.
Jeez.
If I get to that point in my life, I'll be blessed as well. But yeah,
Houston
Kids.
at Jacksonville.
give me Jacksonville at home.
Jacksonville and who?
The
Houston.
Texans,
Houston at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville versus Houston.
Houston, yeah, and Jacksonville.
Well, this is another divisional matchup.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
took the Jaguars at home.
I'm taking Jaguars too. You guys know I like talking about them. I think they're getting better and better as a young team. They're growing together. Houston's going to be a good challenge for them because Houston seems to be a very good team too.
Yeah, like
So this could
Yeah.
be this could be
every game
very
Houston
tight.
has played. Every game Houston has played, it's been very competitive.
Yeah,
And we all knew Houston was a developing franchise, but by them competing, Lovie Smith is like, and I hope they give Lovie Smith another year because, what the owner is doing is messed up. That he's just there for this year, until they can somehow get another coach, which is kind of stupid. I feel bad for Lovie Smith, but hopefully they're like, hey, let's keep Lovie Smith for another year. For me, Trevor Lawrence is playing way better. Of course, it's his second season.
Under Doug Peterson, yeah.
Davis Mills is no slouch neither. He's also playing well. Numbers are similar. Both running backs, same numbers.
Damon Pierce and James Robinson.
Brandon Cooks and Christian Kirk, same numbers. This is going to be a very good game. And one thing that I have learned, because I've spoken to Gerald, the Jaguars fan.
Oh, awesome kid's brother.
For whatever the reason, Texans always beat them for whatever the reason. So I'm going to go with my boy Gerald, because I like that dude, even though he always trolls me. And I'm going to take
awesome kid's brother, yeah.
I'm going to take the Texans, because a Jaguars fan told me to take the Texans.
All right.
David?
I'm going with the Jags, because I think the Texans, I mean, David Mills is about Jimmy G level, but I think the Jags have a little more than the Texans. So,
yeah.
Even though Trent Bulk built it, I mean, you know it's going to fail, but
Hey, all I will say is this: I wouldn't mind having the Jaguars owner. The guy is loaded. Like, he doesn't need
money.
Investors. Like, he's loaded. So basically, he doesn't need the advertisement. But it's like every stadium, you need the advertisement because the NFL wants you to have those advertisements. But he's an owner who would overpay for people, and he would let you run the team. But one thing, he's he's an owner that's focused on his business stuff than the team. But if he had no business stuff, he would focus on the team. That's the downfall of the Jaguars. They do have a good owner, good economic wise, and he says that he's never moving the team to London because he knows he will lose a lot of money, and of course he doesn't want to do that. So, but unfortunately, he's just too trustworthy. He's a good laid back owner. The players love him, the front office loves him, the coaches love him. Now the fans hate him because Butters and his little Jaguars friend. So that's why.
If you imagine if there wasn't a salary cap, how good Jacksonville would be right now.
Oh man,
he would go and buy anybody, and that's the type of mentality you do want from an owner. So I agree. I think he's a good owner, but I don't believe that he won't try to secretly get them to England one day. That's where he wants to get them to.
Well, he says it all the time that he's never moving it, and people are saying it will make a lot of sense. You do have business ventures in London. You are a part owner of a soccer team over there, but he says that it wouldn't make any sense because they say somehow the Jaguars become a really good team. They're winning the division. They're going in the playoffs. The NFL wants to put them. Will the NFL be forced to have 2 a.m. games just to accommodate the West Coast fans? No, it will not make any sense. And no football team wants to play at 2 a.m. across an ocean. So they know it is not going to make sense. The only reason why Roger Goodell really wants a team over there is because he knows there's European football fans who love the American sport, but it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, and you're right. Nobody wants to play that, but they keep pushing it. They keep pushing league games. They keep pushing going to Mexico. They keep pushing going to Japan. They're pushing it, and I really
Japan, it's over. Ain't no way they're going to Japan.
I know, that's worse.
They're pushing that, and
the time differential. RIP. The time differential over there.
I don't know. I don't know.
You imagine if they put a team in Mexico, Japan, and London, and just for kicks, say one in Australia. Because this is what they're pushing for. They're not pushing for American football anymore. They're pushing for world football. What about a football team in Germany? This is what's going to happen. And if he does get his way, he's going to move them over there. But right now, we have too many owners that are just holding back. They're saying, no, we don't want to expand like that.
Well, you do know Roger Goodell is not in charge as the owners who have more power. So
it's a union.
The owners have more power. This is one thing that no one gets. Just because they elected him as a commissioner does not mean he has full power. Okay, So the commissioner can do what he wants, but the owners, because again, there's 4 teams on the West Coast: Seattle, San Francisco, and the 2 LA teams. They will boycott a season. They would step away from the NFL as long as there's a team over there. The East Coast teams can make sense. So what if the teams that are in the West boycott the NFL? Because guess what? I've spoken to someone in a front office, not going to tell you, and they said that don't be surprised if, say, 5 years you have like only 16 teams participating if a team is in London. That will hurt the game, and fans will get pissed off. So you can say whatever you want. Yeah, of course, they are pushing that. Mexico makes a lot of sense because it's still in the American time zone.
Time zone, yeah.
Asia is very different, is about a 10-hour time difference from the West Coast. It will never make any sense. It's just how it is. Okay? It's
It just doesn't make sense now, though, and that's what I'm getting at as well. It doesn't matter what we think makes sense. It's when they make money. If they're making money, my uncle who lives in Indiana is flying to London to go see a football game. How crazy is that? If they have a game in Japan, my uncle will fly to Japan to go see his Packers play whoever, even if it's Tampa Bay or the Cardinals, it doesn't matter. And that's why they're going to keep pushing. It doesn't matter if Goodell's pushing it. It doesn't matter if Parag's pushing it. The NFL, they got a big majority of people who are trying to push to expand. That's why we've already seen an 18-game league. That's why
then why don't they just
a 17-game league?
Then why don't they just create another league, call it the World League, and leave us alone?
They did.
A minor league.
They did. They had NFL Europe.
What happened?
It failed, and it was for a decade. Nobody watched it in the United States because of the time zone. The Europeans hated it. They hated it. This is the thing, why, like a lot of people say it's going to happen. The Europeans hated it. Players hated it over there. Also, and I don't want to do this, British money and American money has no value.
Nope.
Have no value, because when you bring British money to America, the currency is very off. They have the pound system. We don't change the pound to American money. So they were being paid the pounds because a lot of the games were in the UK. Let's go to the European. They have the European Union money or whatever that stupid thing is called.
Euro.
Not anything. So that's why, business-wise, it is awful. And like business people know it. Why does soccer do well in the world? Because people are paying over there. Why does America football work in America? Because it works here. Business people know it. Because then you have that, that situation. So at the end of the day, basketball and soccer, even baseball, are global games. Football, American football, is not a global game. That's why football is played 6 months of the year and other sports play 80-plus games because it's global. Hockey is not an American game. It's a Canadian game that the Americans adopted.
Right.
So, okay. Basketball is no longer an American sport anymore.
Yeah, with the Euro League and shit like that in China.
Well, I'm going with Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got into a deep rabbit hole.
Okay.
I can keep going, like I said, but
I know.
Next game is our game. 49ers, Carolina.
I'm going to take the 49ers on that one. Carolina has no identity on both sides of the ball at this point. And Baker's been playing horribly.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm taking the Niners. I think this is the game that the team starts getting into rhythm on offense.
So, like always, I never ever make a pick on my team because I want my team to win. Even if I know we're not going to win, I still pick them because that's not really a fair assessment. Now, the Niners defense is good, so let's go by the numbers. This Niners defense is a Super Bowl defense. What we have done is that we're averaging less than 11 points per game. That is outstanding, way better than any other team in the NFL. It's just that our offense. Now let's go to the offense. The offense is the problem. If the offense was balanced, this is a championship Super Bowl team. Unfortunately, the offense has to continue to mesh and get better. Jimmy's going to need more time, which is really sad for a guy who's 30 years old who needs more time to develop in an offense that he already knows. But I'm not going to even go down that rabbit hole. Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't see the Panthers doing anything. Take the under because the Panthers are not the Rams, and the Rams are a way better team than the Panthers. Pick the under.
Yeah.
But the Niners look like they're the better team. So because of that, the Niners should win this game. Now, I'm not going to make no pick, but you go by the numbers. Go with the under on this game.
David?
I'm going with the 49ers simply because we have 3 losses in the eastern part of the United States since 2019.
And Dina?
Niners.
And Korey? 49ers. And on the NFC West Roundtable, they believe we're going to blow Carolina out.
I don't know. What 1 point or 20? A win's a win. I don't care.
Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, it doesn't matter 1 point or 100 points.
As long as we get that W.
Okay, next game is Cowboys at LA Rams.
Give me the Lambs.
No, not this game.
You hate both teams, exactly. Yeah. I only hate the Cowboys, so I'm taking the Lambs. That's it. I only hate the Cowboys.
I do not like neither of these teams. I'm going to go with Ty.
Yes.
I can't stand the Cowboys. And Rudy, we're going to beat the Cowboys by 30 points.
I hope they do, for my sake, at least.
Anyway.
So that James West guy can stop showing up to my streams, the Don Burr of the Cowboys.
Who was that Eagles fan? Like, I popped in late, and I was reading some of the stuff.
That's Corey Harris. That's the Corey Harris Nighthawk, whatever. The burner account, making another burner account.
I think he said he was going to expose you. I was like, what the?
He ain't doing shit. What? Don't listen to him. He ain't doing shit.
Eagles fans. Maybe
Yeah,
it's Michael. I'm just messing.
They're trolls. That's all it is. I don't like trolls.
Right.
I definitely don't like either of these teams. I am gonna sound like John Jay here, but this is actually my daughter's suggestion. She was saying because we were going through the list here a few minutes before the show started, and she said tie. So we're gonna say Dallas and the Rams tie. We don't want either team to win. We're not. I don't ever want to root for the Rams, and the Cowboys is the same way. So we're saying tie.
Okay.
I'm gonna take
David.
it. I'm gonna take it. I don't like it.
All right. I'm taking we're talking cow patties, lambs, all right?
Yeah.
I'm taking the lambs. They mad. We straight wore our sheep herder boots on Monday.
All right. So I want to choose. Okay, so this is actually really, really difficult. But Cooper Rush has been playing really good. Matthew Stafford is not looking good. The defense of the Rams is not as I thought after the Monday night game. Dallas looks like the better team. I do not want any of these teams to win, but if I had to put like bet and gun in my head, Dallas looks like the better team. I don't know who to I don't know who to
Yeah.
It's a lose-lose, but yeah.
You know what? I think Cooper Rush is a better quarterback, so I'm going to choose the Stars or whatever. That's my pick. Whatever. I can't believe I'm saying nice things about the Cowboys. It's my pick 'em, so I gotta pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, it's the lesser of two evils, right?
Yeah.
For
me, the Rams is the lesser evil compared to the Cowboys. For me, at least.
I detest the Rams. I'm going with Dallas. I'll be the underdog.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's all right. I still love you.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Hey, that's all right. Like,
I'm going with Dallas because their defense. I think their defensive line gonna put a lot of pressure on Matthew Stafford, and Dallas got a good defense. They got a good pass rush. So as long as you keep pressure on Matthew Stafford gonna make a lot of mistakes.
Yep, Stat Patford.
And then also they got a good corner. Back on Diggs. Cowboys. So I'm having a feeling that Dallas gonna win this game. Long as he do long as Cooper Rush does Jimmy, don't turn the ball over, don't make mistakes. I think Dallas gonna win. I'm gonna go with Dallas this time.
can't believe
Huh?
it.
Sorry,
I
Joe.
I'll take the Rams, so yeah.
Oh man, it is what it is. Whatever.
I'm rooting for the tie though. For your
No, you know what? I'm
rooting
rooting for Valix, my boy. I'm rooting for Valix. There you go. That's how I look at it. Let's go, Valix.
Yeah.
Okay, Philadelphia at Arizona.
Oh,
Please, no. No.
Cardinals.
I want the Cardinals to win, but I took the Eagles in the pick'ems. Eagles.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's going to be the Eagles.
No.
I think
Go,
it's going to
go,
be the
go
Eagles.
Cardinals, go Red Chickens. Red Chickens,
Yeah.
do your thing.
If the Cardinals win this game, then they can start, building some clout around them. They can start getting confidence around them. But
Yeah.
this is that
Please take
game.
them
If
down.
Arizona's going to make any noise this season, this is that game again. But it's going to be the Eagles.
all right. So when I look at this game, apparently I've been told by some Cardinals podcasters that the Cardinals' offensive line is having issues, and Kyler Murray, can only do so much. They still don't have Hopkins, Hopkins is still not back. The run game is not what it was, and their defense, I think J.J. Watt's hurt.
Yeah.
They don't have Chandler Jones, so process of elimination. Now, the Eagles are 4-0 for what I don't know how, but they're 4-0.
Cupcake schedule, that's why.
So I am so sorry, and this is gonna hurt me, but I'm going with the Eagles to stay undefeated.
David.
Yeah.
Where we at here? Oh, we talking the Hurt Business against the Murray Mafia?
Yeah.
Murray Mafia, oh wow.
Oh no, he's Keebler Elf.
Yeah, the Keebler Elf, the Stuart Little, Stuart Little.
Keebler Elf versus the Hurt Business.
Oh, okay. No, what are those guys called? Oh man. Well, we could say the Dwarf Mafia, but
The Dwarf Mafia.
I'm taking the Red Chickens on this one because the Eagles are overrated.
Or the Rice Krispie Mafia. The Rice Krispie Mafia.
Product of an easy schedule.
I do hope the Cardinals, but I do hope. If not, is what it is. That's my pick 'em. So,
Yeah.
Okay. Sunday night. Oh, I'm sorry, Dina.
That's right. You guys keep forgetting about me. You know what?
Yeah.
wow.
You dissed the only female. Seriously.
Love you,
Um,
but yeah.
Sorry
Yeah,
about
okay. Yeah,
You're
right.
good.
that.
Okay. Here's my consensus. Like I said before, I would root for Pop Warner football over the Eagles. Okay? I detest them. I don't like them.
Yes.
Okay? I can't stand them. I live in the city and I don't like them. There's no eagle that flies over City Hall. We have pigeons.
Only pigeons, yeah. Pigeons.
Okay. So
Damn.
okay, yeah, I would take Pop Warner football over them. So yes, I am going with the red chickens.
Mm.
Okay. I'm going. Sorry, going with the Eagles. I think I'm hearing that our running back that they got from us,
Yeah, their running back is doing really well.
the guy they got from us.
Miles Sanders, or whatever. His name is.
Yeah.
I'm also hearing that what's his name? Our running
Trey
back,
Sermon?
Sermon.
Sherman. He's doing good over there.
Wow, he's doing good somewhere else. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. I was listening to a broadcast today, and they was talking about, and this one person's like her, like Nina lives in Philadelphia, so she get all the Eagles games. He
Oh
get
my
all
goodness.
the Eagle games. He was saying
All of
That
all
man
of our
is tearing
former
up.
players are doing better elsewhere. That is sad.
Yep.
Also,
So-
add Richie James to the list.
Dante Pettis scored a touchdown against us in week 1. Wow.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it too, though. It's not bad in a sense. You know, we picked them. They just didn't work out for our team, but they still had talent. That's why we picked them. Sometimes it's about chemistry and them getting along with other people on the team. And we all knew Pettis was more into dyeing his hair than playing football for the Niners. So
Yeah.
Also, he was very vocal. Like there was a report where he and Kyle were having a conversation. Kyle did not appreciate the suggestion because he wants to do it his way. And Dante Pettis, I remember in the 2019 season, they benched him a lot for whatever the reason. He was healthy, so I don't know what happened, but I think like you said, Brian, relationships do matter, and I think Kyle really wants his receivers to just do what they are told. Which anyway, never mind. I don't want to talk about Kyle.
no, if you don't block, you don't get the rock, and if you don't fit in, then you're gonna go somewhere else because it ain't Nike. You're not just gonna do it like way Kyle says, and you're gonna be out the door. So like it or love it, he wants everybody to listen to him, and when they do listen to him, they get success. So that's the good part about that.
Yeah.
What if Debo is actually lying to the media that he says like he loves doing that, but what if behind the scenes he's like, you're gonna run the football? No, Kyle, no, you're gonna run the football. I don't know. Like I said, like Richie James is doing well with the Giants. I remember against the Cowboys game,
Yeah.
he was not dropping nothing. He caught everything. I don't know why they stopped throwing it at his direction, but he was the reason why the Giants were still in that game.
Yeah.
And I like Richie James. Like he was a 3rd round talent, and he was drafted in the 7th round. But
Yeah.
it is what
He
it
was
is.
good, but he was too short on our team, and he dropped too many passes on 3rd down, and they had to move off of him. And I mean, I like him too. I want him to do good other places, but we needed a taller wide receiver, somebody with like Ayuk, and you just got to move on. Sometimes you can't keep everybody.
Well, like Kendrick Bourne, he would drop the football, but when Richie James played, like I remember he would catch touchdowns. Like I don't know, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but when he caught the football, he would catch it. I rarely saw him. Maybe again,
Kendrick Bourne only seemed to catch the ball in the end zone, and that's why he was money. Everybody was like, when we lost him and he went to the Patriots, everybody was like, oh, now he's gonna do so great. But Richie James, he would catch every once in a while he kept a deep pass, but most of the time they try to throw it to him at the sidelines, and it'd be like 3rd down. They'd want him to get like 7 or 8 yards, and he couldn't do it. But he had that game against Dallas. That was a great game.
his best game was against Green Bay because we had nobody on wide receiver.
Okay, so next game is Cincinnati, Sunday night game, Cincinnati at Baltimore.
Give me the Ravens. It was a hard game to pick, but yeah, give me the Ravens at home. Both teams are trash, but
Yeah,
I haven't
say the
even
Ravens.
picked. I haven't even picked a team on this one yet.
Oh, you haven't picked out Philadelphia and Arizona?
Oh no, I did. I'm talking the Bengals and the Ravens. I haven't even picked a team on that one yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Bengals and the Cravens.
I mean, the Ravens are finding ways to lose.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
by
Bengals-
Cravens, Cravens mean cowards, so yeah. The
I
Cravens,
mean,
yeah.
the Bengals can't seem to get out of their own way. It's just like, who do you pick, right?
The Bungles and the Cravens, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ravens real quick, and I got a question to ask everybody too. Why'd they go to white? Did they lose their when they lost the Super Bowl, they lost their color or something like that? Because ever since then they can't.
well, the NFL, I think in March or April, allowed teams up to 7 games to wear whatever uniforms. Next year, the rule is that teams can now choose weekly. So if they want to wear every week their normal uniforms, but they're giving teams. So I think the Bengals are using those like color schemes, like those primetime color schemes, or those color schemes, like those like alternate colors. So I think the Bengals are really using that rule, but I think they should just wear their orange with the black stripes because those really look good. But again, Nike, Adidas, or whoever is in charge of making the jerseys, they're really pushing for these color schemes. Anyway, it is what it is. All right, so when it comes to this is a divisional matchup, no matter what. Now, last year the Bengals beat the Ravens twice, and their receiver Jamar Chase in both games had like over 200 yards in both of those games. Okay. Now, the Bengals' offensive line is trash. Lamar Jackson is carrying the team, but outside of Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are having problems. Outside of Joe Burrow, that offensive line is going to kill him. I'm going to choose the Ravens because I think Lamar is just better. And if you're going by the better players on the field, Lamar, with the cast around them, I think are able to get the victory. So I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, David?
Again, I haven't circled one on this. I think the Bengals are more trash than the trash Ravens, so I'm going to go with the Ravens.
Dina?
Yeah, I got the Ravens.
And I'm going with the Ravens too. And I don't know how to say. Right now, the Bengals' offensive line sucks. And I just have a little bit more faith in the Ravens. Plus, it's going to be a primetime game. And in the season, in this week, Monday night game, the Las Vegas Raiders at Kansas City.
Give me the Chiefs at home.
Okay. Brian?
I should have taken the Raiders last week. My brothers were laughing at me, and then I looked back at them and said, "Well, isn't that your first win? Congratulations!" So they stopped laughing.
True, so true.
Mm-hmm.
But for right now, I'm going to say Kansas City. I think it's going to be a really close game. Anything could happen. It would not surprise me to see the Raiders win, but I don't think the Raiders are going to go very far in their division, but they're going to definitely be competitive against like their division. You play them twice a year. They know how to play each other. I don't think right now the Raiders are trying to win. I think overall they're not tanking, but they're not trying. They're not.
This is very easy. The Raiders are who they are. Derek Carr is not a trash quarterback to your boys YTC. But besides that, the quarterback is not the entire offense. Just like we talk about our quarterback, the quarterbacks is not the entire team. The difference is if Carr was with us, we would be a championship team. And if Jimmy was over there, it makes a lot of sense. Anyway, back from joking aside, the Raiders' defense is not good. They blew 3 opportunities a few weeks ago against the Titans. And the Titans look really good against the Raiders. The Chiefs are still a good team. They may not be the same team they were like a few years ago when they were the champions, but they still have a really good team. So I'm going to choose the Chiefs because the Chiefs are the better team. Raiders are the Raiders, and they're going to be the Raiders unless they figure something out. But I've said it before. The Raiders are going to be trash until Mark Davis realizes I need to get paid for great defensive players. Anyway.
David.
I'm picking the Chiefs because the Raiders have Josh McDaniels as coach, and he can't coach.
Facts. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
His record is 12-20 overall. It's not a joke. It's true. Google
Dina.
it.
Well, I'm taking the Raiders because I can't stay in Kansas City.
Well, I'm going with the home team. I'm going with KC. I think they're going to win. I think Mahomes going to be too much for the Raiders defense, even though, you know, Raiders do got a good pass rusher. Crosby. What's his name?
Max Crosby and Chandler Jones.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
They haven't done anything relevant this year
Mm-hmm.
so far. Now, again, it's a long season. You never know. Maybe things can change. But after this week, you'll start to see the team start to branch out and who's going to be taking control of the divisions.
So I'm going with Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say the total points of that game going to be, I think Kansas City going to beat them by 2 touchdowns.
All right.
Yeah, my overall score prediction is like 57 total points scored in the game. I think Kansas City will win. And yeah, they'll probably get a couple touchdowns, but I won't be surprised if the Raiders pull it out because the Raiders are one of those teams. It's like when you root against them, they surprise you and actually do good. Now, when you root for them, don't root for them. Don't ever root for them.
Well, at the end of the day, I grew up in San Francisco. My best friend since I was a kid, good dude. I met his family, good people. He's a Raider fan. And just because he's a Raider fan doesn't mean he's a bad dude. It's just that Raider fans are a little bit cocky, and he's cocky. When he was a kid, he wasn't. Now, as an adult, he's a cocky fan. Like, he says a lot of dumb things. Derek Carr is a Hall of Famer because he's the best quarter. You know, he says a lot of things that don't make sense, but he's a good dude. He's a good dude. And if you live in the Bay Area, you still have to deal with Raider fans. That's just the facts.
Yeah. So that's our picks for week 5.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And what y'all think about? I was thinking about that fan that got tackled by
Bobby Wagner, tackle
Bobby
earlier.
Wagner.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's putting himself in where he could get sued. You know, he could get ran sued. You know, the fan should not been on the field.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but still, that fan can turn around and sue him.
Well, you're not supposed to be on the field, period. You know, like fans have done that all the time, and there's been many times where players have tackled fans and nothing has happened. Now, apparently, if you saw the shirt that the person was wearing, it was unfortunately the word I hate to say. It was an activist group. Unfortunately, in the time that we live now, these people have a lot of money, millions of dollars behind it because of these groups. So, and these people don't understand, sports. So that's why they're suing. Oh, because we're trying to take some money from a millionaire. That's what they're seeing, unfortunately. But the NFL is going to make a big point. If you're going to sue one of our players, that's why they have a players union. The players union is going to argue these people who are running on the field can be dangerous and could attack one of these players. So go ahead and sue them. But Bobby Wagner did the right thing. This guy could have done something dumb because he had like a flare that was with pink smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was not there
Yeah.
with good intentions. He was not there.
Yeah, but you got to remember, that fan's running around on the field, and he's putting the players in jeopardy. He's putting us as fans in the stands as jeopardy, and that's why we have security. So the
Right.
fan should be handled by security. When a player who's not security or an officer puts his hands on somebody, these players have equipment on them. They are wearing pads and jerseys, helmets. They should not be afraid of somebody running around with a pink shirt. So when they take it upon themselves, or even baseball, the guys got bats in their hands. Let the guy run around for a second. Let the security come out there. Everybody can yell at him. He's an idiot. And, the game can go on. But when you go and put yourself into a position like smacking someone's hat off, you're personally assaulting somebody. When you take your hands and you get physical with somebody, that's when you have lost your cool. And what's he doing? Tackling somebody so they can get a big, roar out of the crowd. Oh, right on. Did you see him lay the hit? Lay the hit on the players, not the fans. Let security take care of them. Because once that happens, you get banned from the stadium for life.
Yep.
So I mean, like, now he's got an opportunity to sue somebody and make money from him being dumb. It's like, you were dumb and now you're going to make money off of it? No. So the players union needs to come to the players and say, keep your hands off the fans. I think that's why they're not jumping in the stadium as much. If you guys notice, there's not a bunch of Lambo leaps. There's not a bunch of, like, I've seen some scores and the fans are like, come on, jump in the stadium. And the players aren't doing it. So I don't know if that's a COVID thing. I don't know, but
They're still doing it in Green Bay.
Yeah, they still doing it.
The Lambeau leap is a tradition. So any player is going to jump up because, again, it's part of, and they want to be part of the fans. Now,
But
again,
pay attention to that because it's not happening as much as it was. Maybe in Lambeau it'll always happen because they're frozen and the germs are dead. I don't know, but pay attention to it because there's a little less interaction going on. I think there's something.
Well, I've watched a lot of 49ers, games, and I've seen, players high five, but they've never thrown themselves. Even in Candlestick Park, they've never done that. Like, even today, like, and then I look at the Cardinals. Their wall is like 7 feet up. Doesn't matter who you are. No player can jump on a 7-foot wall. Seahawks, like probably Marshawn Lynch is probably the only person who's jumped in because people love him up there. In LA, I've never seen that stuff. Now there have been times where players from other teams have jumped in the stands. It's been welcome, yada yada, and fans are never going to say no to a player jumping up there, etc. Now, in Green Bay is going to happen no matter what, but it's not common outside of Green Bay. Like if you watch a lot of football, like myself, it's very rare that other players will jump in the field. They will give the football away because they do that all the time. But at the end of the day, back to the argument at hand. There's someone running around, that's your profession. Technically, it's your home. Like, it's part of your home. You're playing at your home and you have someone running around. The argument that I can say is, like, say you worked at your house, and it was open to the public, but people never walked in your garage. Then an idiot comes in your house and then, they start goofing around. You're not going to wait for a security. If you live in one of those neighborhoods, you're not going to wait for the cops. No, you're going to drag that dude out off your property. And then if they're going to sue you, they're going to sue you, but they should not have walked in your property. That's why when I worked in this area right near the Cow Palace, little rough area. Okay, true. And you have these idiots drinking in the parking lot, drinking in the center, scaring a lot of the kids, scaring a lot of the people. And I would say to them, dude, this is my work. You're lucky I can't drag you out because I'm a city employee. But if this was a private community, I will drag you out because this is not what you're supposed to be doing. And you can sue me whatever you want, but I'm keeping the safety of my employees and the patrons at my workplace. The same thing. And Bobby Wagner is a employee of a 3-hour football game. And some guy, again, he could have been just running around with a thing, but what if he was running around with a gun or a knife and he was running towards the players?
So at that point, you want Bobby Wagner? You want him to become a vigilante?
Reflex, doesn't matter who you are. And my boss, and I agree with this, my former boss, your normal reflex, if someone's going to harm you, you're going to defend yourself. It's a reflex. You're not going to let them hit you or stab you or shoot you. It's a reflex. Your body, you're going to move away from the dangerous object. And if someone has a clear shot to take the person down, you do it. You can disagree with me. It is what it is. But
well, yeah, I can disagree all I want, and you can too. But the law is the law. When you put your hands on somebody, it doesn't matter if you're at work or if at home. You can fall through someone's ceiling, their skylight, and fall on their kitchen table and get stabbed by the knife and turn around and sue that homeowner. It sucks. The laws suck. But when you're a professional sports athlete, you imagine there's multiple people that come onto the field throughout the game, halftime, all the people that are setting up the field. And for somebody to run around and you at one point or another decide to hit somebody or tackle somebody when you're not security, you are a professional athlete. You don't see Mariah Carey running out there and hitting somebody who climbs up on her stage. No, she has bodyguards, she has security, and that's what that's for. So if you're, trying to make a man notch or something and be like, oh, I did one for the team. No, you just caused yourself a big lawsuit. You don't put your hands on people. You can sit back and be like pointing and saying, oh, look at the guy running around crazy. And at the end of the day, if he's got a gun, you don't want to be running up there, because if you don't have a gun, how are you going to really defend somebody like that? It's a moot point. And at the end of the day, we don't want to see players hitting other fans or nuts on the field. We want security to stop that before they even get out there.
Yeah, but my argument would be like, then you're allowing bad behavior, and basically the bad behavior, which is wrong. They know I can do something bad because the law protects me, and if I'm going to force someone to hurt me, so I can make a lot of money. Now let's talk about Grant Cohen, and this stuff, because this is a really good argument. Grant Cohen. My bad.
Before we go there, I just want to say one thing. NFL used to not show people running on the field. So this is the first time they've showed a person running on the field, because they try to give that person no publicity.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow they showed this one.
Yeah, that's true. And again, read the T-shirt. This was not a fan who was goofing around. Now, I don't want to get, outside of sports. The message on that shirt is political. Now, I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole, but it is what it is. And, he was protesting something. So this guy knew what he was doing. This guy knew what he was doing. So that's another thing. Fans have been knocked out before by other players. Fans. This is the first time ever a fan is suing a player. First time ever. Okay? Why did the television show it, and why was it there? I'm not going to make any speculation, but again, they have never showed streakers or people on this one. They did. Did they do it intentionally? So
we don't know yet.
I'm not making no speculation. I'm just telling you the truth. But now let's go back to the conversation. Grant Cohen knew what he was doing. He went up to a player. He antagonized them. Javon Kinlaw is a young man, way younger than me. Okay? His emotions got in his way. We don't know if he touched him. We don't know if he just looked at him. But Grant Cohen made it clear. In my moment, if this guy touched me, I would have sued that piece of garbage.
Well, I really want you to go back and watch all the videos that you're talking about and saying, because I have watched the videos and I have heard his different clips and I know what he said, and I'm not defending the guy, but this is getting a little crazy, because if you don't watch all the videos and you don't have all the evidence, it's really hard to say anything that he did left or right. He said if he would have hurt him, then yes, he could have sued him and been a millionaire. Why would Kinlaw want to do that? Why would any player want to attack somebody in the media, a fan or anybody? They understand that's the risk that they take if you put your hands on it. If you're a millionaire and you do something to somebody, if you're a broke and you're a bum and you have no money at all, you put your hands on somebody, you can still get sued for people's medical expenses. So it's really crazy. Again, we don't have all the facts. I don't want to get upset and start making anybody feel bad or anything like that. But please go back and watch the videos because he does say some jokes, and maybe it's not funny to people, but that's what he's saying. And I believe 100%, if you put your hands on somebody, you just lost.
Okay, I get it. There's no reason for anyone to put their hands on anybody. But again, you don't antagonize the person, and he was being cocky. Like, there's a reason why, like, like a lot of people were all getting mad at me when I was streaming. Like, it's kind of funny how I cannot point out the facts, and he was antagonizing, like, oh, what's up, Moot Dog? What's up, Moot Dog? Looking at him like, like, why are you doing that? Okay, but again,
anybody else before that video came out knew that his name was Moot Dog?
Okay.
Maybe he heard people on the field saying that's his nickname, so he thought he was comfortable by being close enough to hearing people say Moot Dog. So again, I don't know the relationship, but he did start saying Moot Dog. That's his nickname. I don't know, who nicknamed him it, but that's his nickname. So yeah, he got under his skin. But you played baseball, John. You know what a heckler is like. And maybe security should go up to him, or the Niners should go up to him and be like, "Hey, calm down, because we can hear you over the radio, and it's starting to bother the team."
Well, like again, like and again, this is called a grown-up conversation, and of course, like no one's going to agree with anything. So legally, you look at someone, you point at someone, you don't have to harm them. It's a crime. It's called assault. Is what it is. Okay, I'm not arguing the law. And I really do not give a damn about the law. Here's the point. It doesn't matter if Armstead or Bosa or Ebukam, who are the primary guys on the offensive line, and they give Bosa a pass to call him Moot Dog, okay? Because he's a light-skinned dude, is what it is, okay? I grew up in a black neighborhood. I was the only light-skinned dude. And sometimes, they would say, hey, John Jay, just be really careful what you say around the black kids because you're white. Yeah, so I got it. But this dude is a reporter. Rand Cohen is a reporter. Going up to a player, trying to be funny, trying to be goofy, because who he is, who his father is, does not give him a pass to act arrogant. Then he makes a video afterwards making fun of an 80-year-old person's knee is messed up as it is. Okay?
But let me stop you for a second, because his dad was talking about his career. Okay, his dad was talking about something that he had said to a player that he was covering for, I want to say, the Giants. And he was talking about that. And the guy gave him the middle finger after he said that to him. And it was a joke. So then he took that from that video and made another joke with Kinlaw. So yeah, he was saying his knee's degenerate. He does have an 80-year-old knee. But it was from his dad's video prior to that, from his dad's prior experience. So again, it's like, some of these jokes, they're ongoing jokes. They're like inside jokes. If you don't know what he said, it's like banana hands. If you've never seen the video, you don't know he's calling Kyle Shanahan banana hands because he keeps slipping up at the end of the game. So I hear you, and I agree.
I'd like to step in and say we're talking about Grant Cohn. Just pointing that out.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about him. We're talking about football.
Well,
anyway,
good luck, gentlemen. I've got to go.
All right. See you.
Thank you for coming
Dean,
on.
yeah, you're in Philly. It's all sorts of late. You have a good night.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Take care, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dina.
Poor thing lives in Eagles territory.
Yeah.
ITC lives nearby, so I also.
No, Undisputed lives nearby there.
I wonder if he can. I wonder if he can smell the stadium, like the boys' locker room after the toilet's been blown up, and
hot dog water and fucking toilet blown up. That's what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah, BPS. I remember that day when you told him that. He's like, that happened in New York.
He'll be crying.
He got so angry. He's like, YTC, why are you making stuff up? Didn't you guys do that in 2007?
We didn't do it.
I lost it.
He tried to lie because he
I
knows the
lost
truth. We never did that in our Super Bowl.
I asked BPS, what are you gonna do with your name when Slay's gone? Like, what are you gonna do? You gonna change it?
Oh, he's gonna change it to Big Play Bradbury.
Big Play BPB.
Man.
Yeah, his new name's gonna be BPB or whatever.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Love talking to you guys. Love talking about football. And
See it, Brian.
definitely got to keep fans off the field, or if you want to say activists, because I agree that dude wasn't a fan. He was a nut. I love football, you know, and I like talking to you guys about the Niners. So once again, thanks for having me on, Korey,
Right.
John, David.
Peace.
Yeah,
Hey,
see you.
nice seeing you, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Brian. You know, he challenges me. He challenges me. And Brian, if you're still listening, man, like, you know, all respect, man. But that's how grown folks have conversations. And you know, Brian sees, you know, one side of an argument. I see on another side of the argument, and that's what it used to be. That's what it used to be. How I grew up, like I remember, we had a person who was a big. So back in 2003. The actor who was the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, became the governor of California. And a lot of my neighbors were very against, you know, that political party. And this dude would always argue with the neighbors, but the neighbors never like, we're going to like cancel you or whatever the term is. But after they were done, like 2 hours of arguing, they said, all right, we'll love you, man. We'll see you at the barbecue. And then they went back home, you know, because they hated Arnold Schwarzenegger because they thought he was to be a very bad politician because he was an actor. And I was like, why is the Terminator running? You know, because I'm young, I don't understand this stuff. As I got older, I started to realize. So that's how, you know, people used to have conversations. Like, you know, it got heated, but it never got to a point where like people would throw hands. And, you know, I understand the law, you know, like what Brian says, like just staring at a person in a very violent manner. I'm going to sue you because I feel threatened. I'm so scared you could hurt me. You know, that's a crime. So, but at the end of the day, none of us, if we attended any sports event, would go down where the players are playing, run around, be a goof, and say you're running towards a player. The player's like, oh crap, move out the way, or I have to. That flight. So you run away or you fight, because that's when people are scared. There's two things: they run away or they fight, because that's, you know, our animal instincts. So Bobby Wagner like felt a little bit threatened that there was a dude running because he got so close to the Rams sideline, and Bobby Wagner was not there was another guy who took him down before Bobby Wagner. So that's why I'm not surprised. Like, you know, imagine if he would have ran where 53 giant athletes, what could have happened? So Bobby Wagner, the other player, took him down, and they helped the security guard. And yes, I know the person, oh, I'm going to sue you because you touched me, yada, yada. Go ahead. But the NFL is still going to protect their players. And they will argue to a judge. They were playing a football game. This guy trespassed. He was being chased. He was running faster than the security. And one of our athletes got put in harm's danger to stop the trespasser. And yeah, you know, whatever. And of course, you know, it doesn't matter who you are. Like, say you're at your home and there's a random person, doesn't matter, white, black, Asian, Latin. If they're coming at your house in a very violent way, you're not going to be like, all right, let me call 911 and I'm going to let this person beat me up. No, you're going to fight back. You're going to fight back. And call me a little bit old school, but people used to fight and throw down, and they never sue nobody. They had their black eyes. They will wear as a badge. Oh, you know, I got beat up, but I fought back. Oh, I beat this dude up, but look at my shiner, or look at my stitches. It was a badge of honor. Now today, you poke someone, lawyer person, sue this person. So maybe I'm just old school. Maybe, you know, it's an old way of thinking. But if you have to get the law because, you know, like you did something wrong, and that's why like I don't like saying this, but like even trespassers, if they break in your house, they can sue you, which is idiotically stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, Corey, I didn't mean to make your stream all, but
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta be careful these days. These superstars,
Mhm.
gotta be careful. Because I agree. If I was like the judge and somebody brought a lawsuit and then like that, I would say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. You ain't gonna get none here because
Mhm.
you should have been on the field.
Yeah, exactly. You're
If
just
you wasn't
freaking.
on the field, you would
This
have
wouldn't
got
have
hit."
happened.
Yeah,
And this is You were trespassing on NFL property. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There was a Cavaliers and Atlanta Hawks basketball game. Two
okay.
teams, that are nobody watches. But
All right.
there was these 4 women, and when they were, like the Hawks were on offense, these 4 women ran on the court and
Okay.
they put signs in front of the athletes when there was a play going on. And these women were there for, things that did not have nothing to do with sports. Just like the idiot that was on the field. The players in that game basically walked away, did not want to touch the ladies. They tried, but these women were on their face, and luckily the security got these ladies off. The next day they had extra security, and guess what happened? Another woman, but this time
Wow.
she barely got on the court, and a fan jumped on her, and then the security came like 20 seconds later. If that fan did not jump on that woman, what? And she had a knife. She had a knife. So she probably sued the person, but the person's like, why did you have a knife and why were you running on the court? So
Just
it's
like
it's scary. Like it's scary. Like that's
at
why.
my house,
Yeah.
when I stayed in Hilltop, we could have got sued by this lady, but I was like, nah. But we warned the lady. We told the lady, don't go in my backyard. My dog bites. Oh, she like, we were kids. And this grown woman, she was like, oh no, I got away with dogs. Look at Wayne in his tail. He's friendly. I said, lady, my dog bites. Please don't go back there. And she's like, no, I got away with dogs. He's a friendly dog. And she stuck her in out there. And my dog bit her. And I'm like, Daddy, Mama. But see, she could have sued us. But it would be more her fault. Because we told her.
Yep.
We had signs on our fence that beware dog. But she was in our house and she's like, I got away with dog. Okay, he's friendly. No, he bites. Don't go out there.
Yeah. There was a news story that was very, very interesting. So in Georgia, last year, there was a maintenance closet, and there was like toilet paper, cleaning supplies, and some bad people walked in there. What they did not know was there was a cleaner at at 1 a.m. organizing, cleaning that little closet, with toilet paper, cleaning supplies, yada yada. These intruders broke in and they stumbled upon this cleaning woman. They assaulted her. Somehow she got away, and they had pistols, and she picked one of them shot one of them. The other people ran away. One of the guys who was shot stumbled out. She tried to keep him alive. She called 911. The paramedics show up. Went to the hospital. The doctor saved him, but the family sued this nice little woman. She could have killed him, and the lawyer was like, "These people came in malicious intention. They assaulted her. Here is the evidence. She was self-defense," and the judge was like, "Not guilty," and she was off scot-free. Welcome to the law. People can sue you, but the judge and the people will determine what it is. So like I said, sue Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner is a multi-millionaire. The NFL Players Union are going to protect them. The NFL protects their players, unfortunately. That's just how it is. So this person is going to lose, is what it is. Same thing with, who I was talking about. Grant Cohen instigated the situation. People are going to defend Grant Cohen. Oh, Grant Cohen has the right to be a dick. Okay. But even when his dad and his father, I listened to the interview when he had his dad a week after the incident.
Mm-hmm.
And Grant's father said he called Randy Moss names and Randy Moss flipped him off and Randy Moss, made very verbal, mean stuff to him. But you didn't see Grant's dad, going on social media. Oh, Randy Moss hurt my feelings, blah, blah. No, Grant's father did what he did. He wrote a piece. I got into a confrontation with an athlete, but he did not do what Grant did. Okay? Athletes have always exploded in front of reporters, but the reporters never did what Grant did. Like Ryan Leaf was asked a question about why he was doing really awful, and Ryan Leaf snapped. But that reporter didn't do nothing wrong. He just asked the question. He did not call Ryan Leaf, insinuating on stuff. He asked the question, and Ryan Leaf got pissed off. It's like every athlete. Like when Lawrence Taylor was accused of, using drugs, he flipped out. And one time he wanted to rip a reporter in half, and the reporter in half said, "All right, don't ask Lawrence Taylor these questions." So they backed away. They understood. So that's all I'm saying is like, you can criticize an athlete. You can say that they're good or bad. It's just don't be like an a-hole. Anyway, my bad.
Yep.
My bad.
I saw y'all last night on who was it? Arizona guy, ATL. ATL is it? It might not have been last night, but I just saw it last night. I know Dave, John, and YTC, and I thought I was getting on there. Then I looked. I said, "Oh, I'm late." It's the old show. So I was sitting in the backstage. I'm like, "Oh, I'm late."
What stream?
Happened?
What stream was this?
What stream?
He's an Arizona fan.
AZ Sports fan?
No.
Yeah, that's the only big one.
No.
World Tanaka, the guy who looks like Santa Claus, like Tommy says, what is his name? Who else?
No, he's been on my stream too.
TRL?
TRL, yeah.
Yeah, what stream was this one on him?
It's old stream because I must have clicked on the old stream because y'all was talking about the Warriors
Okay.
and baseball. It's old stream because first I thought it was new, I'm like, okay, no, let me watch this. And I was watching it, and I said, oh, and then he put the link down there, and he said, I want to raise this video. He said, this is not going to be on my screen, so y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. And I thought I was getting on there, like, I was in the background, I said, man, why can't I hear their voices? And then I went back and said, oh, that's why. Because it's old.
Oh man. Well, at the end of the day, like if Brian, if he's still watching, like I said, I have a lot of respect for Brian. You know, he like I said, like you know, he's not wrong. Like basically legally, you know, it's legal. But hey, Brian, at the end of the day, man, you know, I enjoy listening to your conversation. But I'm a person who, if I was on the debate team, I will never lose. I would never lose. But, hey, it happened on Monday night. A person, whoever, ran in on the field. Bobby Wagner, another player, tackled him.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be in there. So we'll see what happens. But I don't think Bobby Wagner will get any significant amount of trouble.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
But I was bringing it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw it and I said, you know, this could turn around. He could get lawsuits for that. But, let me see. What do I think about? Yeah, I don't know. The Rams, that's why I'm picking them to lose. Because I think Dallas' defense is better. And I think the Rams, you know, their defense is good, but I just think if Dallas quarterback, Cooper Rush, if he just don't turn the ball over, if he play a good game, Dallas could beat the Rams.
Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, that game, it's a lose-lose for me. If the Rams win, you know, they're still battling for first place. If the Cowboys win, Cowboys have a better record than us.
Yeah.
So
that's the other thing I can't say. And that I hate to choose Cowboys, but I just believe in Cowboys. Because I got friends, you know, on Facebook, the guy called me all the time. What about them Cowboys?
Oh man.
But
yeah. Speaking of, yeah.
So I'm like, man, I can't stand the Cowboys winning. But I thought they was gonna be losing because I thought without Dak Prescott, that the team was gonna go down because the quarterback is down. But
I mean, look at how Cooper Rush played when he came in to fill in for him. The guy looked like he looked like it's hard to say. I mean, I think Nick Mullins might have looked better than him in that game.
Yeah. Now the Cowboys, you know, even though they did lose a few of their offensive line is still good. They got a lot of pass catchers. You know, you can say whatever you want. Ezekiel Elliott is not what he once was, but he'll still get you like 50, 60 yards a game. Pollard, you know, will give you another 40, 50 yards. So, you know, it's still a balanced team. And, you know, like this reminds me of the Cardinals when they had, you know, Kirk Warner and Carson Palmer. They used to throw the ball to Larry Fitzgerald and they would win a lot of football games. The same thing with the Cowboys. As long as they have a competent quarterback, and I call Dak Prescott a competent quarterback. He's competent enough to win football games. So that's why, you know, like realistically, like the Rams, their quarterback, his arm, you know, he got sacked so many times. You know, our defense is really good. The Cowboys defense, you know, they have a lot of names. Michael Parsons is not bad. Dexter Lawrence, he's not that bad.
Marcus Lawrence, but yeah.
Van Der Esch,
Marcus Lawrence, yeah.
Diggs, that their corner. They have a lot of big names, but just because they have a lot of big names doesn't mean that when it matters the most, which is the postseason. So
yeah,
the Cowboys are a great regular season team. They will win a lot of games, but until they win football games in the playoffs, they will always be known as an overrated team.
Yeah.
And that's why I said it. And I told Valix, last year you guys went 12-5. Your division was putrid. Your division got better. Now the Commanders, looks like they're in the next couple of weeks, they're going to be one of those top 10 teams drafting maybe for a quarterback. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of the Giants, all 22, and a lot of the replay. And Daniel Jones has better legs than Hurts. It's true. Why is whoever the offensive line coach needs to be fired? Come on, you have all that young talent. So it's so weird. And then whoever the wide receiver coach also needs to be. I saw
the wide receiver coach.
17 passes that were incomplete by Daniel Jones in that game. 10 of them were drop passes. 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the referees also cheated in the final drive where you guys could have
offensive pass interference. We're offensive pass interference BS. Now all of a sudden bumping into a player's offensive PI now.
So next year, if you invest on an offensive line coach, maybe that it'll get better. But we'll see what happens at the end of the year.
We just have to invest in interior.
Daniel Jones will be playing football as a starter in New York or somewhere else because you put him like with the Steelers, and I think that's an upgrade because like I've always said, the best place for him to go is with the Steelers. But we'll see what happens next season. So
I'm predicting either New York or Tampa Bay, or I'm predicting Tampa Bay.
The offense for him doesn't make sense in Tampa Bay because they have an air raid offense, and the air raid offense is a stupid offense. Just like the pistol offense that Kaepernick ran in Nevada, that was basically like a quarterback wildcat. So.
Well, I'm gonna have surgery done in October 29, 28. They're gonna do a bypass in my neck here. I got some other kind of cancer too.
Yep.
Take a biopsy and see what kind of cancer that is. See what treatments I can have for that one. And this time they put me to sleep. Did they go do this one? So, that's the day before my birthday.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I saw your post. Was it your sister's birthday or your cousin's birthday?
Today's my sister's birthday.
Sister's birthday.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Korey sister.
Yeah, tell her I said happy birthday.
Yeah.
Likewise.
Yep.
Yeah, she turned 55 today. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming on.
Oh, you're gonna okay. You too then. Take it slow, everybody. So yeah,
All right.
let you see out.
Yeah.
Go 49ers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Korey,
that's a fact.
Anyway, before I go, Korey, man, stay well, man. Hopefully everything goes well. But I'll talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, I was about to order me some dinner, so this is a good time for me. So I'll see you guys later. I'll see you later, also too, David.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
Yeah.
All right, Korey. Good luck, buddy. I do hope everything goes well. I need to get an update on my ex because my daughter's mom. She has stomach cancer,
Yeah.
but I'll probably see my daughter. You know what? I'll see her tomorrow because I got to go out and finish paying for the wedding venue, and she's got to go pick her flower arrangements. So I'll see her tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, buddy. You
All
have
right.
a good night. Thanks for having me on.
All right. Probably see you Sunday. Probably do this. Sunday.
Hopefully we get the W. We got to
Yeah.
beat them mangy cats. Yep.
Yep.
All right, buddy.